What opportunities have opened up for you because of your leg?
Let's see. My parents moved back to the U.S. because of me having one leg, actually. I lived in India when I was from the age of 2 to 5. So I grew up in the U.S., moved back to India, and moved back to the U.S. because of my prosthetic leg that I had until I was about 10 years old, and then I started using crutches. So that definitely opened up a lot of doors. India's a little different for social work, so there's not much opportunity there for that. So my parents figured moving back to the States was a better idea for me and my brother. So that opened up a lot, and then I don't know, it's just a personal conflict that I had when I was younger, you know, having that one leg and insecurities. It was hard to overcome them, but once I was able to, it definitely opened up a lot more and realized that I am a unique person. Everyone's a unique person, so I tried to take advantage of that as much as I could and hope, you know, other people can as well and find their special quality that they have and take advantage of that.
Do you think you had more opportunities here in the U.S. than you would have in India?
Oh, definitely. I definitely had more opportunities here just because, I mean, India's still a third world country and there's still a lot of social work that needs to happen. A lot of NGOs and a lot of poverty, and, you know, that's my main goal, is to start a nonprofit there, hopefully when I get a little more mature and older, to help people with disabilities and have a resource for them to rely on. But yeah, once we got to the U.S., there was more of those resources, and it was cool to be able to use them for sure.
So I just watched your film. What's a question you would want to ask me or your viewers?
Let's see, what did you guys take away from it? From my film?
Should I answer it?
Do you want her to answer?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I think the most thing that I found from your film is to test your limits, but then also go past them, to find them, but not stop yourself when you find them, but to exceed from that point and learn more about yourself, I guess.
I found that, like, I realized again that no matter what, you have to keep going, and eventually it'll work out for you. And yeah.
Yeah, like what you said in your movie, like what you said in your movie, where you just gotta get through it, or like if you fall, you just gotta like suck it up and keep on going. So like you can do that like any like sport or anywhere you do it. So.
And I think also, kind of like what Josie was saying, you kind of like pushed your limits and then you pushed them again and just like kept going as far as you could, or not as far as you could, but kept going, which I think is really cool, and I want to try and do that.
Sweet.
Oh wait, no. I had something.
What about you, David?
Keep it simple.
I had something really important. Okay.
That's what editing's for.
Alright, hold on one sec.
We're coming back later.
No, it's important. Like,
Okay.
alright, like,
As long as it's
like,
important.
I like it because, like, what I took away, like, just because you have a disability, it doesn't mean, like, you can't do things or, like, stuff like that. And, like, you can pretty much do anything. Like, it's not really, like you said in your film, a disability isn't really a disability unless you kind of, like, think it or make it one.
You seem like you're fearless. What is something that scares you?
Kids? No. I wouldn't say I'm fearless. I still fear death. Everyone fears death. I don't know who hasn't. So every time I ski a line that I know if I fall, I might really hurt myself. That's definitely a fear. But personally, being a good father eventually would be a fear that I have. Is being a bad father is the fear that I have. Hopefully I can be a good father once I grow up. So.
How do you think you'll overcome?
I just spend time with your kids, get to know them, try to be friends with them. That's gonna be really hard. But yeah, just spend time with them, get to know them, basically. Don't neglect them. Yeah.
It doesn't seem that you have reached your limit. Do you see any limits for yourself?
I do actually. I've definitely figured out the limits that I have, but they're not ones that a lot of people would see. It's, you know, climbing an even harder route that I know that, like, it's not possible to do for, you know, someone that has crutches or something. But you know, over time I could probably figure out how to do it is the thing. It just takes a lot more time for me to do some, you know, everyday things, like, you know, go to the grocery store, or go, I don't know, pack your car with gear and stuff like that. You know, just some of these little challenges definitely are easy to overcome, but I don't know, there are limits that I've expected in myself and have set. So it's a personal, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but it's a personal level that I have definitely figured out after 23 years of living.